bark loudly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The inside handoff. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He'll heave it deep. And he's got it inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time in bounds.
Unloads it left. And that pass is intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On first down from their own 22. Right back to the well. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got a man. It's Robinson.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I think this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Going up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they got him for the sack.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To throw, it's Witherspoon. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to...
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going for it all. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Line gets set. First down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Witherspoon. Fires to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
It's complete. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll open the second half on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. They'll go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Inside the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Comes out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical. Pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field in play action.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Witherspoon. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game.
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Brown will throw it. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. At the 45, on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. The back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Stanford. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the ball is intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 5 teams duking it out right now, man, and check this out. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 35 over Penn State. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Bulldogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Sends it downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Witherspoon. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Spits it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.